Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And you guys already know who it is. I'm back. Sorry for the mini break. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff still going on. Still working it out. But still being able to work this in proves, like, might be a little sloppy because, legit came out with this today. It does have a script though. Let me phrase that. I have a lot of ideas for what ifs, just didn't know which one I should do first, so I chose this one, and I got the script right here in front of me. So, if you hadn't noticed already, this is what if Deku had decay. This being a Saturday night. God damn it. But, okay. Let's just get in with it. Blah, 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 blah. Deku goes to Quirk Doctor, blah, 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 blah. He's not quirkless this time. He's a late bloomer. His quirk won't manifest till years later. Fast forward, because I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I don't want to deal with this freaking baby Deku as much as anyone else does. So, let's get into Zuko's running down the street, on his way home, taking a shortcut under a bridge. But then he heard about a hero taking down a villain in the center of town. So he just takes the shortcut under the bridge to get there easier. He also heard rumors about of a new hero debuting today. I like how there's one thing really screwed up about this universe. There's one thing, that they treat heroes as celebrities and not as heroes. God, I sound like Stain, but to be honest, Turn around, head down the road, direction where it came. Wait, what? Is this missing the new hero for the first time? He's turning around, headed toward down the road in the direction where it came from. There was an alley, back alley leads the way to the center of town somewhere near. He walked with a quick pace towards what he thought was the alley, sighing when he found it. He was cautiously walked forward into the darkness. Now, Zuko Midoriya is not one of being scared of the dark. However, the number of villain ambushes that had taken place in a back alleyway shown on the news made him cautious of his surroundings. In times he was scared. It helped Midoriya think about All Might. All Might, the number one hero. The man who took so much steroids it became half of his quirk. Blah, 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 blah. Sludge villain tackles him. Starts to consume him. Yeah, it's right there. As he slowly lost consciousness, not Naruto. Why the fuck would I say Naruto? Sorry, I've been reading a lot of Naruto lately. Not now, but later. Basically, Deku passed out. Deku woke up with a pounding headache. He looked up to the sky, which was now dark, meaning that he must have passed out for a few hours. Considering it had been noon when he was last awake, he saw nothing out of the ordinary. The sludge villain was no longer there, and Midoriya had no idea what had happened to him. Slightly feeling dizzy, Midoriya stood up, mumbling to himself about being late. He made his way home, completely unaware of his surroundings. Legs dragging behind him, Midoriya made it home, opened the door. However, his mother was no longer awake. Since his father's disappearance, she had never been the same. Her previous joyful and exotic woman was now a shell of her past self. He locked the door behind him and made his way to the dusty apartment. Turning on the light, Midoriya gazed at the dull, threadbare rug and barely usable couch. Groomingly, he made his way to his bedroom. The only room in the apartment with any decoration. His room was filled with all merchandise he purchased many years ago. But Midoriya didn't have the heart to tear it down. They were better. They were from better times before everything went wrong. Oh, by the way, Deku's still bullied in this, obviously. I think he's a villain in this one. I don't know if he's a villain in this one or not. I'm going, and there's nothing you can do about it. I have to give orders, and if I'm not there, I won't be able to protect you. Please understand, Inko. His father, Sashi Midoriya, yelled at his mother from downstairs. A 7-year-old Midoriya wrapped its covers around himself tighter, trying to hold in the tears, threatening to fall. He hated it when they fought. It scared him. I don't care if they tried to kill us. We can run. Let's leave this country. Go over to Europe. Yeah, Europe's great this time of year. Well, maybe. I don't know. How the fuck is fucking Europe in winter? I don't know. Neither do I. Maybe you don't either. Who knows? Never be able to find now, so I can run away from this life. You don't understand. I'm leaving. Goodbye. His father left. Now let's just recap how Deku's dad left for some apparent reason. Shirt pain is good. Awakened from his daze, Midoriya internally scolded himself, never mind. Looking at it was knowing how he stood up and headed to the kitchen where he had a glass of water to wash the horrible taste from his mouth. He then grabbed some kitchen roll. Walking back to the bathroom, he kitchen rag, whatever the hell you want to talk about. As he washed his hands, Midoriya gazed at himself in the mirror. There were dark bags under his eyes. His skin was gray and pasty. His normal bright green hair hung around his face, the grease and the grime sticking out together in sickening clumps. Slightly depressed, Midoriya dragged his feet back to his room, crawling into his bed. The teenager scrummily turned the bedside lamp off before curling up to a ball under his covers. He hoped he would feel better in the morning. Probably not. Midoriya woke up, feeling worse than the night before, skipping ahead some, still skipping ahead some. Getting jumped by gangsters. Jesus, that goes our turn. Legit bumped into someone. Well, fucking Bakugo's friends, but no one liked them. Dragged him into a deserted alley. The feel of sickness increasing when he was thrown onto the floor. Midoriya couldn't feel his feet or hands. He was practically swimming in sweat. Laying there on the cold floor was tempting to not get up. But if he didn't survive, how would he reach his dream of being a hero? The two boys walked forward, grinning smugly. They were obviously having fun. La 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 la. Sorry about that. I had to gather my thoughts real quick. Basically, what happened, the two guys that tried to jump him, basically, his quirk manifested, which is decay, of course, like I stated in the title and at the beginning of this video, and you could probably tell by the thumbnail as well. Still haven't decided if he should be a villain or a hero. Whatever. However the story goes, that's how I shall follow. Basically, Quirk manifested and accidentally touched the man's. They ain't dead. They passed out from pain because it's like Shigaraki's quirk when we first got introduced to him in the anime, like how it would like slowly break away the skin instead of like instantly turn someone to dust. We ain't that level. Ain't at that level yet. So basically, yeah, the two dudes passed out from pain. Midoriya's frozen, clamping his hand. Well, isn't this interesting? Midoriya froze, clamping a hand over his mouth despite the rotting flesh that was slowly infecting his whole arm. Midoriya felt no pain, his body rigid. He looked up where he heard the voice come from. He couldn't see anyone. Maybe it had been his imagination, or maybe he was going crazy. Going crazy? That sounded more likely. After all, who wouldn't be at least a little messed up after witnessing something like he had seen? Giggling quietly to himself, Midoriya knew he was screwed. His infection, or whatever it is, was going to kill him soon enough. There was no point of trying to get help. Midoriya instead decided to lay down, at least attempt to have a somewhat peaceful death. He lay there for a while before getting bored. Wasn't he meant to be dead by now? The infection was spreading down his arm like wildfire last he checked. He looked over to his arm. Midoriya was shocked what he see. His skin was smooth again and rot free. Why did it go away? Cautiously examining himself with no longer infected, but why? Midoriya was snapped out of his thoughts by someone speaking. "What you doing, kid?" A gruff voice huffed. The voice came from an old man walking down the alleyway. "You should know. You should get out of here. There's no place for a kid like you. Scram!" Hearing that Midoriya muttered a quick apology before running away, leaving his clothes on the floor, and two very curious pairs of eyes. I'm ending this here. Sorry this is shorter than other videos. Like I said, I'm a little slacking. I might get another video out either tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. I'm not making any promises. I might be able to get a video out tomorrow or later tonight. Who knows? Only time will tell. But I'm not making any promises. I'm not making any promises. If I don't get a second video out, that's on me, but I'm not making any promises because, I'm already fucking tired. Okay, that's it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.